going to start, I'm going to turn it over to Peter here. We're going to start with one of the basic warm-ups that we do, and it serves a purpose. One of the things we try to do is try to instill a good foundation of technique of different stroke styles. And that word stroke styles doesn't mean anything to you, but it does to them. And it kind of helps facilitate how they're going to play music. And we're going to see different stroke styles in these warm-ups. We're going to kind of go through the whole warm-up sequence for you, so you can see the basic legato stroke, and then you're going to see some of these strokes put into play at the end when we kind of play the piece for you and see how it all kind of works together. So, here.
We're going to start with 8 on a hand, the basic legato motion, and unlike, okay, so I'm trying to get more rounded. I'm learning trumpet. I sound awful. Don't ask me to play it. It's really terrible. But what I'm finding is that it's such fine-tuning in your embouchure that you can practice for 30 minutes at a time and then get a lot accomplished. Well, with drumming, it's such a big muscle motion, and it takes such physical, capabilities of your hands to play perfectly in time, that we just have to be able to rep these stuff, all these exercises all the time. And that's kind of what Sean was saying, where we just go over a lot about how to play. And we can play for extended periods of time. I play for 30 minutes on trumpet, and then it sounds even worse. I'm creating new notes. They're not even on that scale. So anyway, without further ado, we're going to do some 8s, and then we're going to segue into some other types of strokes. Yeah, next. So 9 inches. Yeah, 6 set. Let's see where we're good. So we're good.
And so it's a very complicated thing to wrap your head around. And a lot of these kids went from no understanding of the skill to not mastery, but a really, really advanced grasp on it. So we don't have as many variations of this one. It'll be a little bit faster to get through, but this is what we call double beat. Set. Slowly relax.
the students, Music for All Summer Symposium. And so the piece is called Music for All World Beat. And he kind of explained a little bit about the idea behind this. Normally you don't see, well, sometimes you see this in marching band. You don't really see hand drums coinciding with drumline equipment, all right? But Music for All, it kind of, talks about it globally, okay, what music is, okay, Afro-Cuban, Brazilian beats, and what better way to tie that in by using some of those concepts and styles and ideas in this piece. And so you're going to hear the Brazilian beat, you're going to hear a calypso type Afro-Cuban, and you'll hear it kind of being isolated in different parts, okay? And also the call and response. And music around the world, they use a lot of things where it's a call and response. You're going to hear it at the beginning with the Sudu drums, all right, and how we kick that off. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy this. The kids have worked really hard on this. And to kind of tie it all together, all the exercises you saw so far, which is legato strokes, accents, and taps. Okay, the last exercise is a double beat exercise, which is a really good way to get kids doing double stroke rolls. Okay, you're going to hear all that now in one piece of music. You're going to hear accents and taps. You're going to hear legato strokes. You're going to hear rolls. Okay, plus on top of that, you're going to hear some neat rhythms that would represent world music. So without further ado, this is Music for All World Beat. All right, you guys ready?